What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we are doing a first on the channel. We are going through a deck profile of none other than Eldlich, the Golden Lord, splashed with some branded flavor. And before we dive into the full-on deck profile, here's a quick rundown of the history of this. So over the past weekend, we started our first ever little league between friends of the RPK Gaming Grand Prix Championship. With this deck, we went 5-0 playing against a Sacred Beast deck, Face Card, Arcanidite deck, Chaos, and Rocket. So we're able to go 5-0. I don't even think we actually lost any duels as well, too. We're able to take home the prize of the first ever inaugural RPK Gaming Grand Prix Championship. I know, fitting that I win my own championship. That's neither here nor there. This is also a deck that we took to the Detroit Regional as well, too, about maybe like a month or so ago. So it's a deck that I've been enjoying lately. We're going to break it down. We're going to see exactly what you guys think. And maybe we can even make it better down the line as well, too. So starting off, we run 2 copies of Eldlich, the Golden Lord. I mean, super powerhouse of a card. You know, discard him in a spell or trap, pop one of your opponent's cards, bring him back, give him 1,000 extra attack, 3,500, can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So, or actually any card effects. Super power beast in this deck, especially when you're combining it with cards like Skill Drain. Absolutely busted. With that, we are playing a Dogmatica package as well too. So we are playing 2 Dogmatica Ecclesia and then 1 Fleur-de-Lis. Dogmatica Ecclesia just helping us search out some things that we might need here and there, especially when she's in our opening hand. Fleur-de-Lis just help kind of negate our opponent's monster's effect. Buff up him, her, himself, and Ecclesia as well too during the battle phase. We play 1 Aluber. This is a card that I've been thinking about considering upping to 2, dropping Ecclesia down to 1 potentially. 1 card that we don't play in here because we just don't have a copy, Masquerade, the Blazing Dragon. So once we get that, we might up Aluber to 2. It's kind of, maybe not. So let me know what you guys think about that. Masquerade is a super good card. But Aluber, solid starter, helps us get to like Branded Fusion, which steamrolls right to Mirror Jade, Albion, which goes into our Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So, solid starter. It's like the New Age Alistair. With that, of course, we have 2 Fall of Albaz and 1 the Light Hex Sealed Fusion. Albaz just help kind of take away our opponent's monsters by fusing them off. If not, we're just sending him with Branded Fusion to go into pretty much the majority of our fusion monsters. With the Light Hex Sealed Fusion, we can use that with Fall of Albaz and go right to Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Now, while he doesn't have any of his popping, burning effects, he does provide an Omni Negate and an attack increase. So we're pretty much going for just that boom, boom, boom of high attack monsters. So pretty good, if I do say so myself. And of course, we have our DP package, Celestial and Dasher. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, despite not having Predaplant, Verde, Anaconda anymore, DP is still a threat, and we might as well use him to our advantage. And our last 3 monsters, Ash Blossom, I think that's just self-explanatory. Ash is super good this format. If you're not playing Ash, then you might as well be playing Ghost Spell or Droll and Lock as well too. Moving along to our spell cards, we have 3 Branded Fusion. Having Aluber basically gives us a 4th since he searches it out himself. I mean, sending from the deck to the graveyard is just the name of the game nowadays. Yu-Gi-Oh! 4 fusion monsters. So, Branded Fusion is probably one of the best fusion cards out in the game right now. helping bring out Mirror Jade, Lubellion, Albion as well too, which just steamrolls right into additional fusion monsters, so very, very good. 2 Curse Land. I've tried it at 3. I think 2 is kind of the sweet number for it. You can search out your Eldlich, discard Eldlich and whatever else is in your hand. Send that from the field to graveyard, bring back Eldlich, so it kind of just all rolls into itself. Super nice. Very self-sustaining, which I'm a huge fan of. Nadir Servant, tying into our Dogmatica package. This is one I think is pretty solid at 2. I mean, maybe I could drop it down to 1, but I think if I do go that route with 1 Ecclesia, keeping 2 Nadir is probably going to be the way to go. 2 Fusion Destiny. Nice, slick alties, but it's at 2, so might as well max it out. It's a 44 card deck. That extra 4 is basically because of the DP package. But we're searching so much, we might as well just play it. And on top of that, we have 2 Pot of Prosperity. Just helps give us a little more draw consistency. We have some cards in the extra deck that we can't afford to get rid of, so we might as well just do that. And moving on to the trap cards. For Eldlich traps, we have 3 Scarlet Sanguine. Searches out Eldlich from the deck or the graveyard to summon. You can banish it from the graveyard, so you can set one of your golden land traps, or spells too, I believe. Obviously, we're going for the traps primarily. So, yeah. Pretty good card. Does lock you into zombies. A lot of times, if you're playing it correctly, you're going to be doing that during your opponent's turn in combination with a Conquistador or a Claro, and pretty much messing up your opponent's field or graveyard with a Claro. So, of course, we have our 3 Conquistador and our 2 Claro. So, this ratio I feel is just best for me. Some people might like the inverse. Some people might like 3 Claro, 3 Con. So, it's kind of up to you. Personally, I feel the most consistent with this kind of a build, personally. Going into one of our best floodgates, Skill Drain. I mean, this card was an absolute powerhouse for me. It helped me crush the competition when I was at the regional. Whenever I saw it, I won. People just did not have an out to it. So that is one I definitely recommend. Rounding out the Dogmatica package, Dogmatica Punishment, sending Untus from the extra deck to the graveyard, needing 2 pops. You can't beat it. You know, sometimes you might need to send something a little bit stronger, like a Zeus or a Gustav Max, but just helps kind of clear the field. 2-dimensional barrier, super good for the mirror match. Going forward, I believe Splight, Exo Sister, I think they're pretty Xyz heavy. OCG seeing a lot of play with them, so having dimensional barrier is probably not going to hurt in the long run to have that as well too. We have 3 Gozen match as well, additional floodgates, making them show only 1 attribute. I mean, it kind of backfires on you as well too, but I mean, if you're running with just the Eldlich aspect of the deck, if you're grinding out with that, you're pretty much in the clear. And 2 Ice Dragon's Prison, rounding out the main deck with 44 cards. Ice Dragon's Prison, like I mentioned earlier, we're still seeing DPE, so taking one of their materials for DPE, banishing both, is pretty much a win-win. Not only that, if they got a pretty strong monster, you just take it. So, you can't really beat it. Going into the extra deck, we have our Albaz Fusions. 2 Albion, 2 Mirror Jade, 2 Lubellion. And I have seen some people play 3 Mirror Jade, different variations, pretty much like the Eldlich traps, whatever works best for you. I find having 2-2-2 to be what works best for me, and yeah, it's grinded pretty well. I mean, Albion is absolutely the big guy in this deck, bringing out all the extra fusion monsters. much like Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Mirror Jade as well too. So pretty good. So we also have Avalanatus. This is one that I'm testing out. I mean, he does help search out Fusion Destiny during the end phase of the turn that he's destroyed or sent to the graveyard, I believe. Hasn't happened yet. A lot of times he's just prosperity fodder. So I think if I do get a Masquerade, I'll probably be switching him out for Masquerade the Blazing Dragon. Titanic Clad, just another Albaz fusion. Super good, beefing up his attack. Not bad. And finishing off our fusion monsters, we have our Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Self-explanatory. Elder Entity Untus, which is just our dogmatic punishment target. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, using the Light Hex Steel fusion with Albaz, gives us a very solid Omni Negate and an attack boost. So you can't really go wrong with that. And of course, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. When we're not playing our Super Poly as our side deck, pretty good fodder for Power Prosperity as well too. Otherwise, yeah, we are playing Super Poly side deck, and that can help with the match. Next up are our two Xyz. So we have Zeus and Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. Solid if we just got two Eldlich on the field. I mean, Scarlet Sanguine, it's definitely possible. And then we have our one Link Spider, because the Guru is out there, unfortunately. Going into our side deck, we have our 3 Ghost Spell. One of the better hand traps of the format next to Ash. Just helps kind of dismantle the mirror, anything that's in the grave, so it's good. It's just good. You should be playing. Or at least side deck. 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. There are just so many good spell cards that are out in the meta right now. It just helps kind of offset it. Off-puts your opponent, gives them a little bit more of a choke. 2 Solemn Judgment. I think it's just a good card overall. I mean, to negate. You gotta pay half your life points though, but to negate, it's not bad. For the mirror match, 3 non-fusion area. You know, you definitely want to make sure you're not gonna screw yourself over with this. But yeah, the mirror match with Branded, it's very good. Then of course we were playing the Necroworld Banshee Zombie World combination. Banshee's good with Albion. You know, you send that with Albaz, bring out Rebellion, and then you also have her in the graveyard. And yeah, very good. Synergizes super well. And then, of course, our 3 Super Poly for Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. So that is how we round out our side deck, and that's going to be an ever-revolving door with whatever is being played in the meta, or even when we're having our tournaments around here, whatever is being played locally. So that is what we have. You guys let me know down below, you know, what would you change? You know, it's a deck that I've been finding very consistent in terms of play. This past weekend, winning the RPK Gaming Grand Prix Heavyweight Championship. You know, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be the first one to win it. But yeah, going on a few of that was pretty cool. I'm sure next time I won't. Now everyone knows when I'm playing. So it'll be very interesting to see. And then when we were at Nationals, I felt good. You know, unless it was a deck that I had not played against before, I didn't know like where the choke points were. Yeah, I was doing pretty good. Skill Drain's definitely the MVP there. You guys let me know, do you like this? Do you want to see more? I have other decks that we can do that I've been very consistent with. You know, Trickstar, Cyber Dragon, Altergeist. So yeah, we got some stuff that we can definitely start uploading. So you guys let me know. 1,500 subscriber video coming soon. We got more product coming in the mail for that. But we will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Mwah. Boom. And good night. And the champ, whoa, is here.